This is MJ and the Boys, you lucky bastards.
Hello! Welcome to another episode of MJ and the Boys, you lucky, lucky bastards. Sticky, how you doing?
MJ, I'm hanging in there, man. It's been a long couple weeks. It's been a long week. From the last show we did was just before Christmas time, and we did Christmas and New Year's, and still trying to recoup.
For real, I think
You look terrible.
Thank you, Sean. I feel terrible. I drove up to Pittsburgh for New Year's, and I had to drive up in a blizzard.
How long of a drive is that?
It's 6 hours from where
that's
we're at.
not
in Kentucky.
bad.
No, it's not a bad drive.
Oh.
The drive itself wouldn't be bad. You know, you go from where we live in Kentucky, you go to Cincinnati. 2 hours from there, you're in Columbus, Ohio. 2 hours later, you're in Wheeling, West Virginia, and then you're in Pittsburgh. So it's actually not too boring of a drive. But when you're almost all the way there and you get hit by a blizzard,
Yeah.
and you have to stop in the middle of the interstate and just wait while the snow falls.
Okay,
It's not that much fun.
Wheeling, West Virginia, and what was the other place?
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus is okay. Wheeling, West Virginia.
Well, I'm stretching a little bit, but I mean, it's better than just driving through cornfields.
Indiana,
drive through,
you can go fuck yourself.
right? That's right. You drive through
can fuck
Wheeling, and you
yourself,
can like,
Indiana.
you're like, look, kids, there's a crackhead, or whatever.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You can't do that.
Meth.
That's where all the high school football players rape those people. No,
Again.
whatever. Now, Wheeling's a good place. I love you, Wheeling.
Just in case there's somebody.
Dollar Pizza in Wheeling.
So there's one person who's like, my mom is from Wheeling, West Virginia. Fuck you bastards. Oh my God. So Sean, listen.
Yeah.
You brought in your marriage certificate.
Yeah, I did. I picked it up this morning.
How cool is that? I told you fuckers I was legit. I'm so happy to have the county clerk tell you people that I'm legit.
And it literally says Dudist priest on it.
Yes, we got married by a Dudist priest, MJ. And it's right there on our marriage license for eternity.
Yes, it is.
Or until she, chucks me.
I don't think it's gonna
Probably
happen.
got
comes first.
at least 4 or 5 good years in there, Sean.
I would assume at least. I mean, we've been together 8.
And you get along
4 more
so
is an even
well.
dozen. I think that's probably.
God.
She'll probably get tired of me around then.
I somehow think that if she was going to get tired of you and Doctor Who, it would have happened by now.
So
That's what brought us together,
I
Doctor
know.
Who. Doctor Who and Crawfish.
how's the first week of married life been treating you? You feel any different?
Does it feel different?
It doesn't really feel that different because we have been together for so long. But I have not been to work since the 21st.
Wow.
God
I take that back. I did 2 shows. I worked 2 shows, one on the day after Christmas and one on Friday.
So you've been on vacation, basically.
No, I've still been. I didn't take vacation days. I just
Oh,
didn't
you
go
just
into
didn't
work.
go to work.
We had.
I missed
I
that
run a
job.
sports station, so we had live sporting events all day. I didn't have to be there. We didn't have a local show or anything.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
So yeah, it's been great, and we spent a lot of time together. And she yelled at me one time. The day after we got married, we went Christmas shopping for my kid. We went to a place called Lush, which is the worst place on earth.
I've never heard of it. It sounds terrible.
sting.
The thought of you and Shaw or you and Belle in there just.
It's a bath and kind of like a fancy hippie Bath and Body Works. They have bath bombs which
I
explode
love
in color
those.
when you throw
God,
them.
bath bombs are the titties.
And we went there to look for a few things for my kid. And I was looking at my phone because I don't know anything about anything, right? And she said, "You're not helping me." and then she gets all freaked out because there's so many smells and it's so overwhelming. And so she took it out on me, and that was shitty. But she apologized afterwards. That was the first time.
That's good.
First time in 9 years that she's yelled at 8 years that she's yelled at me, and it was the goddamn day after we got married.
And you're like, I knew it.
Jesus Christ, you've just been holding this in.
I knew it. What the rumors are true. That's exactly what happens.
Oh shit.
So no, but otherwise it's been great. We've just hung out all week and watched binge watched TV shows and watched movies and been cold.
So that was
Yeah.
essentially that's your honeymoon, just hanging out. I mean, if you could take a honeymoon anywhere you wanted to go, is that still what you would do, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's a good time. Not doing anything is a
Right.
good time.
Vacations are work.
Yeah,
You're
they
expected
really
to get up and do shit. Like
they really
no.
are. You can't. It's a waste of money just to spend money to go stay somewhere
I'm
and
gonna
stay
sleep
in the hotel
yeah.
room and watch movies and
I mean-
stay in bed.
We never took a honeymoon. My honeymoon,
We got married on a beach.
we got married on the beach, and my aunt gave me her timeshare for 1 week as our wedding gift. So our honeymoon, quote unquote honeymoon, was the week leading up to our wedding. So we spent that week on vacation. It was really cool. All our friends came down and went on vacation with us, essentially, which is like when you're on vacation, that's always the thing. Oh, man, I wish so-and-so was here, right?
Right.
And that was what was great about it. It was like so-and-so was there for us. You know, we did all these things. Like you want to go back from vacation and tell your friends. I didn't know you then, Sean.
I'm not so and so apparently.
I didn't know you then. I didn't even know who you were.
That's true. We'd run in the same circles. We knew some of the same people, but
Did I know you?
Maybe.
Holy shit.
No, I don't think I knew you back
I don't know.
then.
When was it?
I don't. God,
What year did you get married?
I don't know.
Oh my God, things just got so
Let's
weird.
say 2000 and
Oh my God, you cannot make
2004.
up a date.
2004. 2004.
God, please let it be
I
right for
was-
the sake of everything.
I was in New Jersey in the Coast Guard.
Okay, so I didn't know.
So it was all right that I wasn't invited.
Anyway, but what had happened to us was on our first day down there, we were like, we got to take care of wedding business, right? So we get down there and we do all the things that we need to do to get ready for the wedding. We go to the county clerk's office or whatever and get the papers and everything else and contact the hotel where we were having the reception. Got it all squared away, except that they told us to get the license. It needed like 3 days to come pick it up later in the week. And then we were having so much fun that we forgot to fucking pick it up.
Oh my God.
And on the day of the wedding, the officiant came up to me and she said, "You're the what's the opposite of the bride?
Groom.
You're the groom."
God.
And I was like, "Yes, I'm the groom." And she's like, "Do you have the papers?" And I went, "Oh shit, I don't have the papers." So we got married in front of everybody. It was a farce. We never actually got married that day. We're not even 100% sure we are married. She told us that she was going to take care of it for us. Like she was going to go down, even though this woman didn't even know us, she was going to go down to the county clerk's office and get our papers and file them for us.
I don't think you can do that. You can't just marry two people. You know what I'm saying? Or I just go and marry people I don't like together. And they can find out later in the tax year that they're married to this person. Like you can't do that.
Hey,
There's
Donald-
a reason you can't.
Donald, Hillary, guess
Right.
what?
I mean, it'd be fucking chaos. You're not married. Holy shit! I'll take care of it for you, but you got to go you got to do some of it.
She took care of it, I'm pretty sure.
Did you ever
do
get
you
a
have the
goddamn
certificate?
certificate?
I
Oh, we are asking
have
way
to
too many
ask.
questions.
Yeah, we'll
think
have to
so.
ask his
I
wife.
think so.
Holy fuck.
I feel confident that we're married.
Mrs. Sticky.
We have common law marriage anyway. So anyway, that was ours. But what about you, MJ? When are you going to get married?
Never. I told you that.
Never, for real?
No, for real.
Aren't you engaged?
Yeah, but I'm never getting married.
You've been engaged for what, 2 years
Yeah,
now? Yeah,
and
we
I'll
were
stay
engaged for
engaged.
5, so.
I'm not doing it. What do I need to do that for? Do you know how expensive a divorce is? Right now, if Earl
Not that
fucking pisses
expensive.
me off, I can be like, get the fuck out of my house. Like, get out.
It's not
Right.
that expensive.
That's
if
true
you know a
love for
lawyer.
you right there.
No, I love him. And that's the thing. I don't need paperwork saying, okay, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I wear the ring so other dudes know, like, okay, like, he put a ring on it or whatever.
What
But,
did he get you for Christmas?
he got me a couple things, but the main thing is he got me a Svengoolie hoodie, and I'm waiting on it. Every day I'm at the door when the mailman comes, like a dog, right? Like, did you bring my Svengoolie
Well, where
hoodie?
is it?
It's somewhere in transit. It's probably frozen somewhere.
Why
It's
did-
frozen to a mail person.
Why don't you have it? Did you wait to
Do you-
order it until
do you
last
have
minute?
proof?
Yeah,
Do you have
that's what he
proof that ordered
does.
it? Do you have the email that?
Oh
confirmation?
no, he probably doesn't even have that shit.
My
He's-
wife doesn't have my present from her either.
I mean-
From me either.
I'm not. He, like I said, he got me. Jesus, now I can't remember what he got me for Christmas. That's fucked up. Seems pretty cool. He got me some cool stuff, and I can't remember.
I got the letter from the place where I ordered my wife's present and it said she's going to get it sometime between now and January 29th.
God.
I had to give her a picture of it for Christmas.
That's cool. That's cool enough, though.
I guess.
Cool.
It is. I mean, I'm just as happy, except now I'll wait every day like a crazy person at the door. The mailman must think I'm insane. I have Mondays and Tuesdays off. That's all I did.
Yes, the mailman is the only one that thinks you're insane.
Yeah. No, the rest of them are used to it. He's just finding out now.
What about New Year's Eve? How was your New Year's Eve? Did you get crazy?
I didn't get crazy.
Is it amateur? Are you one of those people that's like, New Year's Eve is amateur night? Because you're always drunk anyway, right?
Right, exactly. I have no reason to go out and pay somebody to drink. But my fiance was playing a gig with the Famed Robot, and the Binders were there, and they're a great, great band. So we went to the Burl. Ding. and watch the Fanged Robot ding and the Binders ding. And it was a great time. I mean, I love the Burl. I have it. That's where we did our live podcast. Was the Burl,
Of course.
Yep.
now this is the shitty part. So after everything is wrapped up, I am so tired because I'd worked that day, came home, did my show, got ready, went blah blah blah. So I'm exhausted, and I went to call an Uber. Those motherfuckers were doing fucking surge pricing at like 3.8% or something insane. To get from the Burl to my fucking house was going to be $50 fucking dollars.
How much would it have normally been?
Maybe 15.
Wow.
Maybe.
Damn.
Still a lot.
Gouging.
Dude,
Yeah,
like
but
nobody's business.
God.
So but this is what's even better. So I'm like, hell, fuck no. So I just canceled the motherfucker. And I fell asleep in the backseat of Earl's car. I was like, fuck it. I was that tired. I just bundled up and, fell asleep. Well, somewhere
They
around
still
3
charge you
a.m.
$10.
Yeah. I woke up and they'd done a trip on my account. And I was like, what is this? I saw the trip. I saw the driver. I was like, you can go fuck yourself, Uber. You can fuck yourself sideways as soon as they refund me, and you will fucking refund me. I am fucking deleting that goddamn app, and I will fucking walk home and or die in the back of a car frozen to death before I fuck with Uber again. Fucking assholes.
Lyft,
Uber.
man. It's Lyft.
Ding.
That's what you need. Lyft. Lyft.
But other than the horrible Uber experience, it was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to an arboretum. I went to a giant arboretum. It was
Gay? Is that the word you were going for?
it was gay and merry for sure.
I'm just
was
kidding.
great.
It's too sweet.
Sean's trying to do something here, but it's not working. So,
No, it's I had it.
He was trying to get the dings in.
I went to an arboretum and did Uber.
Oh my god.
Yeah, also arboretum.
Arboretum. I went to a big arboretum on New Year's Eve. Oh my god, what a fucking loser I am.
You have a child.
It was really cold, so we did not go out of the house.
You lucky fucking
That does not surprise me.
bastard. I did
Also,
not want to go.
We don't go out of the house when it's too hot.
Yes.
And if it's tepid, like
Yeah.
in the mid 70s,
Yeah.
we don't go out of the house.
Sean,
55 and cloudy, we'll leave the house.
yeah. Preach
you,
it, brother.
You and I, after your and MJ too, after your wedding, we went out and had pizza,
Yes.
and then
Pizza and drinks.
a few days later, my sister was in town from Los Angeles, and she wanted to see you in Bell and wish you congratulations for your wedding. So you met us out at a restaurant,
Yep.
briefly for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes, an hour, something like that.
Those two times, were those the two most times you've gone out like in all of 2017? Was that it? Is that like the most you've done
No.
in public?
No, surely not. I don't
It
know.
was.
Maybe.
It totally is if he wasn't getting paid. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Off the clock? Yeah.
I like
Hell
that.
yeah.
I like that. I like home.
I do too.
Home is nice, But 2017, there was no reason to leave the house. It was a shitty year.
No shit.
We went to a few movies.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw a whole bunch of them.
You saw
You
you saw a lot
did.
more than I did, I think.
I
but
saw like one.
I saw a surprising amount. I was kind of shocked at the amount of movies I saw this year.
So let's do our 2017 recap here in the next segment,
Okay.
and we can talk about music, movies, and television.
Yeah, and we'll throw out our big fives of each.
Okay.
Some of us have like big twos.
Well,
I'm just saying,
we know you
like-
sent us out of the room earlier so that you could have a big two.
Don't you know that makes me sticky uncomfortable, Sean? You know that. That's terrible. I hate you. All right, so do you want me to play my song then? Is that what we're doing?
I do want you to play your song.
What's is this?
These are our favorite songs of 2017.
Okay.
Now, I can't honestly say it's like my favorite song of 2017. Harry Styles is awesome. His Sign of the Times is such a pretty song, and I just love his style. I love Harry Styles' style. I do. I'm sorry.
Is that the Prince of England?
No, Harry Styles is like in One Direction or something.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't even know that was a
change your
thing.
mind?
No.
Okay.
But it's like a 5-6 minute song, and it's a little depressing. So I'm going with this other group. They're called Portugal the Band. They're all over the radio. I love they've got like a child molester kind of look going, which I really like. And this song is just so catchy, and I just love it. It's called Feel It Still. It's Portugal the Band. Shake your hips,
To keep my hands on myself. Pick out dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Keep now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Wanna had your fill, feel it still.
Welcome back to MJ and the Boys, you lucky bastards. I wish you could hear the in between. Like, Sticky is telling Sean how to run a board. Like, Sean's never run a board. Sean is like the Happy Harry hard on of radio. He can have a bag and broadcast from his car.
I did it just so it'd feel like you were doing it.
Yeah, just that's kind of our shout out to Sticky's production. So that was my song. It was Portugal the Man, Feel It Still. It's just a cool little song. I think for especially pop, that's getting radio play, it's good. Because I usually do not like what we play on the radio at all. But this year was actually pretty good for pop music. I'm not going to lie. I'm impressed with our playlist.
I will tell you, and let's just go right into it. And since I can't contribute a whole lot to the music, and
Right.
I know Sean's going to have a long list, so as far as like pop music goes, I got into something that was really pretty cool. Alice Merton, have you heard this?
I don't think so.
Alice
no.
Merton, and the song is called No Roots, and it's very soulful and funky. I'd recommend that. And also, my sister was really into a dude named Ron Gallo, and he's got some really cool stuff too. My other, for me, the records I bought this year were a local girl named Beth Burden. She put out a solo album. She used to be in a band called Mother Jane. She put out a solo album, and it's just her and her acoustic. Actually, she usually her thing is that she's just a girl in an acoustic, but she put out this record. It's got a full band, organ, drums,
Wow.
bass, the whole thing, and it's really, really good. If you're in Lexington or if you're not in Lexington, because now, technology.
Yeah,
Right.
you can get anything anywhere.
I don't have to mail you a cassette tape.
Beth Burden, and this is a compliment. When she sings, she sounds like young Michael Jackson.
Burden like a heavy load.
Yeah, Burden.
Okay.
She sounds like Michael Jackson from the Jackson 5. But she's a woman, it's like she's got this high pitch. It's really beautiful voice. And then the other record I bought was the legend, not the legendary anymore, just the Shack Shakers. I got their latest.
They're not legendary anymore?
No, they're just Shack Shakers now.
No, fuck that.
Yeah.
I feel
They
like
will
you
always
got
be
another
legendary
record.
to me.
Huh?
I feel like you got another record this year.
The 9 Pound Hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, was that for this year? Was that from
Yeah.
this year? The Kentucky Breakdown?
Yeah.
I listened.
No,
not
it's
Kentucky Breakdown. What's
Bluegrass
it called?
Conspiracy. It's a great album.
I listened to that, and I emailed the singer of the band, and I told him it sounded to me like Roy Clark meets Motorhead.
It's so good.
And I mean that as the biggest compliment I could give. Yes, I forgot that I had that from earlier. That was a summer.
yeah, because it was.
Yeah, I
it
don't
was
know
during
why I
the
was thinking
summer.
that was we got that at the end of last year. We get like an advance copy.
Yeah, we
We
know we
probably
got
did.
the
I
first
think we must have
song
done, yeah.
at the end
Oh,
of
yeah.
last year. So that 9 Pound Hammer. So I'm almost up to a big 5.
Oh, it is.
Did you get the group who does your song? Did that come out this
Greta
year?
Van Fleet. Yeah.
So there
and
you go.
Then that would have been the other one. So yeah.
Wow, you got 5 records this
So
year. That's outstanding.
That is.
there's me. That's
and
those
he
are
didn't
mine.
even know it. He impressed himself.
Yeah. What do you got? You want me to go?
No,
There you
I
go.
can go.
Okay, do
So
it.
I'm gonna go with 9 Pound Hammer is on my list as well. Obviously, Atmosphere put out an album called Fisherman's Blues. It's really good. I got it for Christmas
Yeah,
on vinyl.
You played Atmosphere a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's his new one is really good. And then Low Cut Connie put out a new album, and I really haven't listened to it that much because I was so stuck on the other albums. But Low Cut Connie, I promise you, if Low Cut Connie did it, it's good. I've listened to it once.
It's called Dirty Pictures Part 1. And
great.
It is
So
really good, yeah.
throwing that on there, and then pop wise. Like those are the only ones I would want on my big 5 list. But music that came out this year, again, that's on the radio, and usually the radio is shit. But I've got to give props to a few of the artists that I think really were good. And one is Kelly Clarkson, Love So Soft. Her new album is really good. No, I'm serious, Sean. I know you hate it, but I love me some chubby Kelly
I
Clarkson.
may have worn my emotions on my face on that one.
I love me some chubby Kelly Clarkson. She's adorable, and that album is just it's good. It's good.
Chubby Kelly Clarkson, is that better than the skinnier Kelly
Yes,
Clarkson?
yes, the very pop.
That
like
did,
this one is so
Since
much.
You've Been Gone,
Yes,
which was like the song of
fuck
2005
you.
or
God
something.
damn it, I can't stand. Oh no, I'm so glad Kelly Clarkson ate Kelly Clarkson and became Love So Soft.
I want to say
because the album is good.
not facetiously at all. I think it's awesome that she was just like, fuck it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm going to
100%
gain 200
agree.
pounds and
Raw.
and,
I mean,
and put her career in jeopardy. Let's be honest. If you're a pop singer, you better look
She
good.
knew
And
it.
she's. I
You
don't
may
care.
have
She does-
exaggerated. I'm
well,
not sure
she-
she put on 200 pounds.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
No,
Are you
she's-
sure?
Yeah, and she kind of did. She was finally free and able to do her own thing, and she said she really wanted to go with like more of a soulful, like she was done with pop. She doesn't want to do Since You've Been Gone.
Right.
You know.
Nobody does.
So no. So I've got to
Actually,
throw Kelly
everybody
Clarkson on
did
there.
at the time.
Oh god.
Every indie band in what year was that? Like 2004, 2005,
Yeah.
2006. Every indie band covered that song in concert.
No way.
And they all sucked.
Well, because it's whatever. And
also,
then
most indie bands suck.
like I said, Portugal the Man, they're adorable, they're cute, they're fun to dance to. And then Harry Styles surprised everybody because I didn't even know, I've never listened to a One Direction song, right? And I didn't even realize that that's what he was because I was so like blown away by, he's just got this really funky, cool, like he dresses it almost like in a Bowie style. I love this little guy, dude. He came out of left
His-
field, and I was like horrified every time I found something out about it. Right, like he was in One Direction. I'm
Yeah.
like, shut your fucking mouth.
He
was.
took a hard left turn coming out of One Direction. One Direction's a boy band from England, and they are exactly what you'd expect. They're a boy band from England. But he went solo, and it's very 70s
Yeah,
California.
yes, it's
Not the Eagles, because the Eagles suck balls, but like James Taylor.
Yeah.
Not James Taylor. Jackson Brown style.
Jackson
kinda.
Brown, okay.
A little
Yeah.
similar to Jackson Brown, James Taylor-ish, I guess. But he plays
But-
the instruments. He plays
He
guitar.
does. He gets up and he's an entertainer.
But
I mean, I get excited. I'm a grown woman. The TV is on mute. This is no lie.
He's dead sexy.
He is so
Yeah.
goddamn cute.
He's dead
TV's
sexy.
on mute. I look over and I see a flashy suit and I go, "Oh fuck, is that Harry Styles?"
big hair.
Oh my god! And all of a
Yeah.
sudden, I am a teenager. I'm unmuting the TV. Everybody can fucking shut up until he gets on stage. I haven't done that in a
right.
while. He's so cute. So those are mine.
All
All
right.
right. I, differently from Sticky, who struggled to find 5 that he got, I have over 50 albums that,
Oh my
that I got this
God.
year, but I'm going to keep it simple. Public Enemy put out a new record. Always get a Public Enemy record. Group called Algiers, who you'll hear a little bit more of in a second, have a great record called The Underside of Power. Afghan Wigs put out a new record, which is outstanding. Ray Davies of the Kinks put out a new record, which is pretty good. But my 5 favorite this year, it's a guy called Open Mike Eagle at number 5. It's called Brick Body Kids Still Daydream. It's a hip-hop album, but it's like a concept hip-hop album about growing up in a housing project in Chicago. Really good stuff. Number 4 on mine is a country artist, Margot Price, All American Made. It's just really good. Country was really strong this year. And I know you're...
Well, I hate modern country.
This is not.
But
It's modern country, but it's very throwbacky.
Who's the big fat
Sturgill
guy with
Simpson.
with the beard?
Chris
and stuff?
Stapleton.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all these guys, Chris Stapleton, this person, Sturgill, they all run in the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff is sort of a throwback to the what country music should be, and I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. I like classic country a lot.
Prophets of Rage, which is
Yeah.
a super group made up of members of Cypress Hill, Rage Against the Machine, and Public Enemy. Chuck D from Public Enemy put out just a pissed off,
Yeah.
hardcore record, and it's great. It's
You know what, Sean? You and
I think I may have played "Unfuck the World" as my song of last year because it came out at the end of last
right.
year.
Yeah, I think you did play that, and I played the Prophets of Rage song,
Yeah.
the self-titled song
Yep.
at one point, and you and I both liked them a lot. And you were showing me, what were you showing me? A video of Ice Cube. Ice Cube.
Oh yeah, Good Cop, Bad Cop.
You were showing me Good Cop, Bad Cop from Ice Cube,
Yeah.
and that led me into an Ice-T song. Have you seen this one? All lives No Lives Matter.
Is that a body count?
It's a body count. Yeah.
God, yeah, it's terrible.
No, I love it.
It's terrible. Body count is so
no
bad.
Lives Matter.
Body count is so bad.
Yeah. That was good stuff.
All right, number 2 is the Low Cut Connie album that MJ was talking about earlier. It's called Dirty Pictures Part 1. Truly, that's their 4th album, I think, and they're all great. And they've got another one coming out this year. So,
Oh man.
and honestly, the record which surprised me that I've listened to a lot since it came out is by a guy called Travis Meadows. I played him a few weeks ago, I think on our 2-year anniversary show when I was out in California. I think I played it.
Okay.
He is country. He's very country, and he has led the life of country. You know, he was very sick as a kid. He lost a foot. He had to have a foot amputated. He
How
was
does he play guitar then?
his parents both passed. He got hooked on drugs and wrote his first album in rehab.
God damn.
But Travis Meadows,
Damn, dude.
Bullshit. Him and Vanilla Ice are hanging out
you
in
can't-
Orlando, Florida.
Dude, you can't fake losing a foot.
it's tough.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could lose elective surgery, lose a foot, but that'd be a little stupid.
Yo, man, you chop off your foot, you're going to have so much street cred.
Yeah, you get cred in the country biz. But he was writing a lot of songs for some of the fringe country artists down in Nashville, and then he went to rehab and basically produced his journal.
Did you
going
say
to
the
rehab.
French country artist?
Fringe.
Oh, Fringe.
Fringe.
Fringe. Okay.
The Chris Stapletons, the who's ever.
Because French country I would listen to.
But yeah,
Oh my
Travis
God.
Travis Meadows' First Cigarette is probably my favorite record of the year.
All right. Let's go on to TV.
TV, okay.
Got
MJ only watches Me TV,
I
so
do.
her 5 shows of the year are Svengoolie, Andy Griffith, MASH,
WKRP.
I don't know if WKRP still
Dukes
comes
of
out.
I
Hazzard.
got Stranger Things. That's good.
Rockford Files.
No.
Let me ask you, does Cupcake Wars count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. I like
Yeah,
Cupcake
man.
Wars.
Go for it.
Cupcake Wars is going to be my honorable mention because that's what I watch most often.
I miss Food Network.
Glow, the gorgeous ladies of
Glow.
wrestling.
Hell
Yeah.
That
yes.
was
Hell yes.
On Netflix, it was a great show.
Shit, how did I forget about that?
Season 1 of this made my TV list last year, and probably no one saw it then. No one's seen it now, but it's on TBS's Search Party. Season 2 came out this year. It's hilarious and twisted and weird, and it's about young people in New York or LA, maybe. I guess they're in LA. Wherever they are, there's like an actor and a stereotypical gay dude, and the girl played Maybe on Arrested Development. She's the star of the show. Anyway, they end up killing a guy and trying to bury his body, and they're terrible at it, and it's really funny. Fargo, number 3 for me.
This was the Ian McGregor season.
The Ewan McGregor season. Actually, I thought the worst season of Fargo, but that's like saying the worst blowjob. I mean, it was you know.
I haven't finished this season of Fargo yet.
So, and then the guy that made Fargo made my number 2 show of the year, which was Legion. It's
You did watch Legion.
I watched all of it.
Okay.
I watched it in one day. It was so awesome. I loved it.
It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
It's very, very bizarre.
And it's sort of connected very, very loosely to the X-Men universe, so it's cool. If you don't know, Legion in the comics is Professor X's son, so that was really cool. Bum bum bum. But they don't even make they don't even talk about that. Hardly.
Well, they were probably saving that for season 2.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, disregard that. And I forgot about the Defenders. I loved the Defenders. Wasn't the best reviewed Netflix show for Marvel Comics, but I loved it. I thought the Defenders was great. And number 1 for me was Stranger Things.
Yeah. Stranger Things Glow, definitely on mine.
And we know that Stranger Things Part 3 has already been approved, and it's going to
Yeah, it'll be out. I don't know if it'll be out this year or next, but probably
coming.
around Halloween.
But it's coming.
Yeah, it will be a season 3. For me, a couple of honorable mentions. There's a show called Happen Leonard, which I think is on Sundance. It's based on a series of books. It's really good. Better Call Saul was really good this year. Game of Thrones was really good this year. Glow obviously was really good this year. But my there's a show called Killjoys on science fiction, sci-fi, SYFY, which is really, really great as well. But my 5, one of them is a documentary that was on HBO called The Defiant Ones. It's about Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre and how they ended up, it tells the history of each of their careers and then how they ended up working together to make $74 billion on Beats by Dre.
It's a documentary, but it's like a series of.
It was 4 episodes.
Okay.
It's called The Defiant Ones. I think it's like hour and a half each. So whatever 4 times an hour and a half is 6 hours. Brockmire,
Oh fuck yeah, Brockmire.
Which is-
Put that back in my top 5.
which is one of the raunchiest, most misanthropic, disgusting characters maybe ever, but it's hilarious.
Hank Azaria, who's he's Apu and many characters on The Simpsons.
Yeah, and he was the houseboy in the Birdcage.
Oh yeah,
and
he's
been in
good
he's
that.
been in a million
He's
things.
super talented guy, but I just wasn't ready for him snorting coke off a hooker's tits. You know what I mean? It was like, wow.
He is a baseball play-by-play man for Major League Baseball and catches his wife
Are they going to make more
cheating.
of those?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a second season.
And then
of
he
it.
loses
loses his mind on the air. And
Yeah.
Well, when your wife is on the floor doggy style with the neighbor man. And there's a fly ball to left field.
It's
Oh
wrong
my
on
God.
every level. It is so
oh
wrong.
my god!
And so
it
it's-
sounds amazing.
It's
It
just
is.
it's brilliant.
It
Neither
is.
of you two watch Mr. Robot.
I watched the first season. I did not like the second season.
See,
And I drifted
everybody
away.
is insisting. I watched the show, and
The
I was
first
shocked
season,
that
the first season was lightning in a bottle, great, but they tried too hard in the subsequent season, and it didn't do it.
oh, I bet it's great if Sean hates it.
Yeah.
You know it's so good, guys. You know season 2 is gonna fucking kick season
Was-
1's ass.
Was
If that-
Brockmire number 1 for you? What?
Brockmire was number 4.
Oh my god!
Stranger Things, we've already
Okay.
talked
Of
about.
course.
Black Sails, which I think I've mentioned before, but it's like a prequel to Treasure Island. It's all the characters from Treasure Island: Long John Silver, Captain Flint, Billy Bones, all those guys. But it's before. It's the events leading up to Treasure Island, how they're trying to form a pirate society and all that. It's an amazing show. It's over now. There's 4 seasons of it, and you should try to find it. I think it was on Stars.
Sounds fun.
It was great, violent, lots of lesbians. You'd like that.
Oh yeah.
So,
big fan of that. Big fan of that.
And then number 1 is always number 1 with me. It's Doctor Who.
Doctor Who's
I don't
still
even
on?
need to talk about it. Yeah, it's still on. Still on after 13 seasons of the revival and 50-something
Holy
seasons
fucky fuck.
of the overall. So yeah, Doctor Who number 1.
So we're going a little long, of course, but that's all right. What movies did you guys see? Any movies this year? I saw a whole bunch of them.
I saw 2.
You know, I saw a dozen, roughly.
Okay, MJ, what
So-
2 movies did you see?
I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
All right,
Loved it.
Yeah.
2 smooth opinions.
Cry like a baby.
Oh fuck! And they get me every time. You're like, oh, I'm not crying this time, Guardians, because I cried on the first one with the whole,
Yeah, sure.
Groot or whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
Groot.
we are Groot here.
Yeah. Oh god, bald. Cried like a bitch. Oh, cried like a bitch. And then the second one, same deal. Not
Can you
gonna.
cry any other way?
Yeah. No, you can sometimes cry like that
No.
hurt.
You
Yeah.
specifically. Can you
Oh, yeah,
cry
I've got
any
a
other way other than a
billion.
bitch?
Billion. I can
What?
angry cry like nobody's business.
I told you I was on the plane with Yondu and didn't say hello
I
to him.
cannot
Did you
believe
cry?
that.
I
Did you
was-
cry when you
I
saw him?
cried when I found out that I was on the plane and didn't say hi.
If he'd been blue,
If he was
That's
blue,
it.
I would
Yeah,
have
they
recognized him. I
recognize
didn't
him.
recognize him without the blue.
And then the other movie I saw was It,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked it. I thought it was good. I think it's setting up for a second one that's going to be amazing. So I guess I'm kind of giving it leeway on some of it. They hit every single scary movie thing they felt they need to hit. You know, every cliche.
Trope.
Like it really. But I liked it. I would recommend. Yes, go see it.
I liked it too, and it's on my list. And we talked about it before. I had a few issues with the way they did some of the characters, but specifically the black character and the girl. they didn't do them. They didn't do them fair.
They didn't do him right. And that's it. That's all
Hollywood's
I saw.
making progress, but it's not
Yeah,
there yet.
it's getting
They're
there, but
trying.
not quite. So mine, I saw a dozen. I'm gonna save some of them because I think you're gonna do a shit movie in the next segment. Star Wars: Last Jedi. I saw it. It was great. I also saw it. It was good. Wonder Woman was really good. Spider-Man: Homecoming was really good. I just watched Blade Runner last night, and it was really fucking long, but it was good. I may have to go back and watch the ending again because I think I dozed off at the end because we were watching it at like 2:00 in the morning.
That sucks.
Get Out
Yeah.
is really good. Dunkirk is really good. Guardians 2 is really good. My favorite movie probably, I don't know if it was my favorite, but Alien Covenant, which was a return to form to some extent for the Alien
Yeah,
franchise.
I remember when you
So
saw that.
I was very happy with that. And Kong Skull Island, which seems like it came out like 6 years ago, but it was this year.
I heard mixed reviews on that. Did you liked it?
I liked it, but I am a big fan of big monsters.
You wanted to like it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of big monsters, and they did not do it wrong. They didn't do it 100% right, but they did not do it wrong.
Okay.
So you're the movie guy. Apparently, I'm the
Well-
music guy. You're the movie guy.
Some of the movies I saw that weren't superhero movies.
I'm
You
I'm
just
here.
cry like a bitch.
I was good.
I saw Atomic Blonde. I thought the plot on that was.
Is that a porn?
It's yeah.
Is it a board?
It's got a Charlize Theron
it's got
in it.
Furiosa in it.
Yeah, Charlize Theron, and the if you saw Kingsman, the Kingsman movie, the girl who's the villain in
I haven't
Kingsman,
seen that yet.
not Kingsman Part
Part
2. I'm waiting to see that. The original Kingsman movie, the girl who's got her legs are swords and she's a bad guy in that movie. She and Charlize Theron have a lesbian sex scene in Atomic Blonde. It is outstanding.
Oh my god.
Similar to Atomic Blonde, I saw John Wick 2.
I didn't love Atomic Blonde. Baby Driver, I thought was really, really good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have Baby Driver in my kid to
MJ,
watch.
you would love you some Baby Driver.
Really?
Yeah, you would. This kid's got tinnitus so badly that all he can do is listen to music constantly to drown it out. But he's also happens to be like the world's best getaway driver. And, it's stupid, but, Edgar Wright directed. He's great. The music, it's all about the music. Kevin Spacey is awesome as a villain.
And that's probably his last role.
Yeah.
And
ever.
He's a villain in real life. He's a villain on movies. So, anyway, it was good. It wasn't great. I thought Get Out was overrated. I enjoyed it, but I was like, what's all the hubbub about? Star Wars was great. Justice, in order from superhero movies. Okay, so here they are in order. From the worst, my least favorite to my favorite, and I liked all of them. Justice League, Thor, Lego Batman was a great, hilarious movie. Logan, Wonder Woman, Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, and Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming, Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2 is my favorite. Best movie of the year?
Wait, Guardians was your favorite?
Yeah.
But it made you laugh. It was funny.
I know. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I did.
I don't understand what's happening here.
I'm just saying, look, what I'm trying to say is some characters shouldn't be funny. Like Thor shouldn't be
I know.
cracking
We've heard
jokes.
this. We've heard this.
All right.
I hear it in my sleep.
Best movie of the year? Moana.
Huh.
I'm not even kidding.
What?
Moana.
I think it's a Pixar. Is it a Pixar or
Yeah,
a Disney?
I don't know.
It's an animated
Yeah,
movie.
it's a Disney movie. Yeah.
I mean,
Moana.
it's got the Rock in it.
The Rock. Yeah, and it's got a bunch of good songs and
No, I don't. I don't keep up with Pixar. Unfortunately, I saw 2 movies
it's
this
a
year.
children's movie, but it's a good one.
They didn't advertise well.
You just didn't watch the right channels.
It came out earlier in the season.
Yeah, they might not have advertised it on MeTV because
Yeah.
that's for like 75-year-old people.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is.
So Moana is your movie of the year.
I guess.
Fair, I guess. I don't know.
My kid liked it. I'll tell you something else my kid liked. When we went to see, we went to see Justice League. My kid went to see Coco, which is an animated film about the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
When she came out, and I said to her, I said, "Did you like it?" And she said, "Yeah, it was good." And she started wiping tears away.
Oh.
So whatever happened to Coco made her cry. A 7-year-old girl cry. So that must have been a good movie too.
Coco.
Yeah.
Or she dropped her popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
7-year-old.
Maybe she was just sad because it made a 7-year-old go to a movie by herself.
That's a little weird.
I bet she was afraid.
Sounds
She was just like,
super
I've never
masculine.
been so happy to see you.
I'm not kidding. I found some guy in the theater.
Oh, okay.
He was wearing a trench coat. He looked nice enough.
Came in a nice van.
Yeah.
A nice panel van.
He came
Probably
in
a working fella.
in a panel van. Right. He looked right, and he looked like he had a job because he was carrying rope.
Sure.
And he asked, and I said, "Hey, you want to escort my daughter to?"
And he said, well,
Maybe.
yeah, I happen to have a trench coat full of candy, so.
He also came out of Coco with wiping a tear from his eyes. Yeah.
No, he was smiling from ear to ear.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
was so weird.
I went to a dark spot. Wow. I don't want to see your movie.
Oh, don't let that represent anything from
Ooh.
Coco.
Okay.
That might be a
Yeah.
great movie.
For the record, I am not a real person. All right.
You can get him at 555-555-7143. So we're going on with our favorite songs of 17.
yes.
Please, Sean, enlighten us.
All right, mine. I mentioned the album earlier. It's a group called Algiers. I think they're from Atlanta. They're headquartered in Atlanta. They're kind of from all over.
Everybody's headquartered in
Yeah.
Atlanta now. Everybody.
There's a
Marvel Comics.
There's a nice
Every
living
fucking
color
body.
vibe about these guys.
Really?
And so this is called The Underside of Power. It's
My
off
ears just perked up.
it's off the album called The Underside of Power.
it shines on every heart sometimes. Scatter around what you try to control on your land. It's not a matter of fate, it's just a question of time when we all fall down. It's not a matter of fate, it's just a question of time when we all fall down. I've been stranded, baby, die on the side of the road. I've been shot just because my heart, I lost the times I've been body and soul. I've been a victim of golden eyes. I see the dead walk among the living. The vision was stripped away. It's made the same on the other side. Because I've seen the other side of power. Yeah, it's a game that can't go on. It can break down any hour. I see the faces and I know them all. Once I've vanished, the wind appears, rising up to love. I've been ripped from the inside out and then delivered in the hands of the devil. Hey, I've been convicted of ancient crimes that made you trip over treason. And the vision was stripped away. It's made the same on the other side. Because I've seen the other side of power. It's just a game and it can't go wrong. It can break down any hour. I see the faces and I know them all. Seen the other side of we're on the wrong side of the power. It's the shadow. It's just a fire moving across the wall. Because I've seen the other side of power. It's just a game and it can't go wrong. It can break down any hour. I see the faces and I know them all. Seen the other side of we're on the wrong side of the power. It's the shadow. It's just a fire moving across the wall. Seen the other side of power. It's just a game and it can't go wrong. It can break down any hour. I see the faces and I know them all.
Welcome back to MJ and the Boys, you lucky bastards. Sean, that was your pick. Very good.
That
Very
was
good pick.
Algiers, The Underside of Power. The album is also called The Underside of Power. It's from back in, I think, late spring, early summer. Really, really quality album.
Another excellent pick, Sean.
It's
You're good. You're
it's-
good.
I think they're referred to as like a gospel punk funk fusion noise band.
That's
I don't
good.
know,
That's
but
a
it's
good
really,
combo.
really, really good.
I hate giving people credit where credit is due, but you're on top of things, man. When it comes to
know.
music, you really are.
I hate it too.
It's my thing. It's my addiction. I don't smoke. I don't drink very much.
He's on the spectrum. He has to focus
Music
it
and heroin.
somewhere. You know?
Music and heroin's all I
Music
got.
Music and heroin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we got to get you off that music.
More heroin.
So I know that we've got to get to nerd stuff, but I have to ask you guys a quick question. So last night,
Okay.
my neighbors, the ones I've never met, right, that live across the street,
Sure.
they come over and they ring the doorbell.
Wait, you don't know them and they came over and rang your doorbell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
No,
I
no.
don't like that at all.
It is
I don't
a
like the
little-
way this story started.
And I'd started to get sick yesterday, so I was already, and plus my house, I can't figure out how to get it warm with this Arctic. We're like literally in negative, degree temperatures. So I've been struggling.
It's 100 degrees in this room.
I feel very comfortable.
Well, it's only when you go behind. Exactly, go into my den, man. It's like it's cold as fuck in there. Anyway, my kitchen. So I was in the back room. So Earl went to answer the door. All right.
Okay.
They were like, "Hi, we're blah 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 blah. We're your neighbors. We live across the street. We just wanted to bring you goodies, basically." So they hand us like home good baked stuff.
Because of the holiday season?
I guess,
Or It
right?
sounds like because it was.
Man, I don't know about
It
that.
sounds
No,
like they had
listen.
leftovers they were trying to get rid of.
maybe, and that could be I don't know, because it was just like little pretzel dipped in chocolate and like maybe little pieces of fudge. I don't know. I didn't go through it that hardcore
Sounds good.
because I thought, oh my goodness, they're either trying to kill us, right, or they're the nicest people on the planet. But how do I find out? Like, do I give this to you guys? Like, should I have brought it in? You wouldn't have followed
No,
where
you
you have
should've-
diabetes.
You should have made Earl try it. Did you not make Earl try it?
Yeah, Earl ate, but Earl is like a tank.
That's
Do you
true.
know how
Earl
much he
has-
would have to eat? So much poison.
Yeah,
I mean, to take
he's-
him out, dude.
Dude, is that your question? Was that you
Yes.
said I need to ask you guys a question? That's what your
Yes.
question was?
Like,
your
do you
neighbors
think
aren't
it's
trying to
weird?
poison you.
No, your neighbors are just trying to be nice and welcome you to the neighborhood.
How horrible
I'm-
could you possibly be that people you've never met before wanted to kill you?
I can see it. Now that I think about it, I can see it.
It
I got
just, I thought, my goodness, like I said, they're either the nicest people. I don't know. I've
Or-
just never had that happen,
they
and I
Mormons?
love this neighborhood. They're,
it. Don't trust them.
I don't know. Mormons are sweet. I would eat if I knew they were Mormons. I wouldn't question that candy.
Dude, when
and
we-
that's no lie.
That's how they get you.
When we moved into our house,
Love
our
them.
neighbors came over and said, "Hey, we noticed the moving van. You probably don't have dinner tonight. Would you like to come over for dinner?" And I was like,
I've lived here a year. I've lived here longer than them. They moved in about 6 months ago.
Well, they're trying to make friends. They're lonely.
"So we."
But
got-
me and Mark, my other neighbor, we're real nosy. And like, we know everybody and we talk to everybody. Like, we're the most like, come
Have you-
over and
have you
talk to
talked to
us.
them?
We tried. I think we said hi during the carnival that we
all
threw.
it was they had so much shit left over
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Christmas candy.
And they were like, "God, we've been eating nonstop since Christmas, and we still have all this stuff left. Let's give it away. Hey, let's go meet those nice white folks across the street, and see how they are."
So you don't think they went to Alex's house? He's black, my other neighbor. So you're saying they skipped his house? Now you're saying they're racist?
I don't know.
That is so fucked up. I don't think that at all. I just either think they're like trying to. I never thought of that. That is a very valid, like, we have so much shit, let's go give it to the neighbors.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine making stuff for strangers and taking the time. It was so cold. Think about how cold it was, you guys.
It's pretty cold.
Think about how goddamn cold it is right now. And they were bundled up, giving candy and tasty goodies
You
to
know,
neighbors.
you've-
And in 2017, I'm so jaded.
You've lived in downtown apartments.
For
a long
way
time.
too long.
It's a different world when you get out.
Oh, you're out in the
of
burbs
downtown.
now, man.
Yeah, people
They're
are
so
nicer.
precious.
My neighbors brought us. They grilled steak and
Shut up.
stuff on 4th of July. They're Mexicans, but they grilled steak and beans and rice and stuff.
Yum.
Mm.
And they brought us some
Yeah.
around. We talk
what
over
I
the
was
fence and
telling you.
stuff, but we're not
Well,
buddies.
Mormons
I'm-
made me Navajo tacos.
Well, and I'm buddies with like my other neighbors on each side. I know
I
them.
thought they were Mormon tacos or Navajo tacos.
They're Navajo
How do
tacos.
Mormons know how to make Navajo tacos?
I don't know, but they were delicious.
Mormons can
cultural
cook.
appropriation.
And they had this baby that did sign language. It was fucked up.
Did they really?
Yeah, it was like a little baby. Couldn't talk, but it could do signs.
Yeah.
It would look like
Babies can learn sign language
a,
very,
yeah,
very young.
It was not cool. It was like,
No, it is cool. It means that they're very patient and very smart with their child.
yeah, I guess, but
But oh my
yeah,
God, their baby knew sign
But
language
when
because
you got
it,
like a little weird Mormon baby staring at you, doing like crazy signs and stuff, like it's like
probably saying very nice things.
like I've got to poop, I've got whatever.
yeah,
like-
it's hungry.
Speaking of poop, what time is it, MJ?
It's time for Nerd Stuff with Sticky. If my neighbors who brought the tasty goodies are listening, I'm real sorry that I thought you were trying to poison us. Sticky had a good point. You probably had a bunch of stuff, and you were like, oh, man, we can't eat all this stuff. Let's go be the neighbors. So I'm sorry that I'm jaded because I live downtown too much. You're the nerd.
Is it the year of the nerd again?
I guess
It's 2018.
yeah.
2016 and 2017 were the year of the nerd, and they were both shit.
So
Are we
we
gonna
got to
try
come
it
up with
again?
something
Think
else.
of a-
Third time's the charm.
If you-
2018. You're
Perhaps
the
if
nerd.
you'd given me 10 minutes to think of something.
We'll
but
think of something.
I got nothing else, so yeah, you're the nerd.
You know, I work by the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
So it's I'm bebopping and scatting.
I'm
all
gonna
over
go
the
eat
place.
that stuff my neighbors brought me. It looks really good.
You know what? Had I thought about it, I would have pulled up the list of superhero movies that are going to be released in 2018 because there are many of them, including Black Panther, Avengers: Infinity War, which I predict to be
Part
the
one?
great part one. No, they're not going to be. They've changed that.
Oh, it's not going to be 2-part.
Yeah, there's going to be
They're gonna
Avengers
have a
4,
different-
but
okay.
it's not going to be Infinity War Part 2 anymore.
Okay.
I predict it'll be the greatest movie in the history of cinema.
Taking over for Captain America: Civil War.
No, yeah, that's a good movie. But this movie's just going to be crazy. You made me forget what the other one was.
Black Panther, Avengers: Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think, is
Is that
coming
this
out.
year?
Yeah, maybe. And God damn it, Sean. That doesn't matter. I've got a list here of the 10, according to Yahoo Movies, the 10 worst movies of 2017. Now, Sean, I went through this list and I noticed that you were excited to see some of these movies when they were advertising them.
Probably.
So I'm interested to see if you've seen any of these. Number 10 was Ghost in the Shell.
No, I have not seen that.
Okay. Number 9, worst movie of 2017, Olaf's Frozen Adventure. That wasn't even a whole movie.
Didn't they just put that on TV?
Yeah, it's like a Frozen short.
It was a short that they showed in front of Coco.
Maybe that's why Violet was crying.
Number 8, The Great Wall.
No.
Matt Damon as a
No.
samurai warrior.
Sensing a theme here. Scarlett Johansson in Ghost in the Shell played a Japanese character.
I watched a little bit of The Great Wall.
It's-
I couldn't get through like 15 minutes of it. It was not good. Number 7, Transformers: The Last Night, where
Nah,
Optimus
Transformers
Prime
movies,
tries to find Excalibur from the King Arthur and the Round
What the
Table.
fuck?
Yeah, no shit.
Transformers movies have never been good, except for the animated one back in '86.
That was sad.
You got the touch.
All the best ones died.
Yeah.
Number 6, worst
Time is
movie.
gone. It's time to go. Where
The
time is
Mummy.
endless. I saw The Mummy. I was excited about The Mummy. I was excited about not so much The Mummy as the Dark Universe, the Universal movie universe, which The Mummy was so bad that I think it scarpered that.
You're not joking. They killed it.
I don't think they're gonna have
The
those
Mummy
movies,
was so poorly reviewed, they're not going to have the Dark Universe anymore.
which is a shame. And they should have known what The Mummy would be when they attached Tom Cruise to it.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Cruise doesn't
that's
do
right. Now I remember.
Tom Cruise does big action movies, and The Mummy should not have been a big action movie, but that's what they did.
Yep. Number 5, The Dark Tower.
Yeah, I don't know if it was one of the 5 worst movies of the year, but it was.
You were super stoked about it when they showed the
I was
commercials.
super stoked, and it was okay.
All
It was
right.
okay.
Number 4.
Also, it's probably put paid to any hopes of the Dark Tower universe, which was going to be on a premium cable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was some deal. They were going to do a couple of movies and then move it. The story over to
Everybody's
cable.
got a universe, man. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's true.
Number 4 is The Snowman, starring Michael Fassbender.
I don't know that
I
one.
never heard of it either. Looks pretty good, but it's supposed to be terrible. Number 3, The Emoji Movie.
I can't imagine that was good.
Even-
I can't imagine there was any redeeming quality. in that
There's
movie.
a talking piece of poop that's a big star of that movie.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that metaphorically. I mean there's an actual
he's-
piece of poop that's in the movie.
Yeah, the smiling poo.
The poop emoji.
And even my 7-year-old was like, I'm not going to watch that.
Well, there's a shock.
Number 2 was the book
Given to her dad.
yeah, right,
Oh,
she doesn't-
Deadpool 2 is coming out next year.
Thank you. The Book of Henry.
I don't know what that is.
Neither do I. And number 1, worst movie of 2017, Baywatch.
Nope, didn't see that one either, but I imagine
forgot
it
it was a
it was
thing.
bad. But they left off what might be the single worst movie ever made.
And that was
Geostorm.
Geostorm.
Geostorm with not Gerard Depardieu, the other Gerard.
Butler.
Gerard Butler. And it's terrible. It's terrible. There's a weather making machine and it's in space and there's bad effects and it's just bad. It's a bad movie. A very bad movie.
The other movies I saw this year in the theater were that I didn't like were Despicable Me Part 3.
Oh my
and
God.
Boss Baby, starring Alec Baldwin. That one got good reviews too, and that was not entertaining at all.
No,
So-
I didn't see either of those. Logan, did you see? Not Logan. Logan Lucky, which is a Steven Soderbergh film about robbing a NASCAR racetrack. That was actually surprisingly funny and good.
I heard about that,
it
but no,
was-
I didn't. I haven't seen it.
I thought it would be ridiculous. It's got Kylo Ren in it, and some other guy who's not Kylo Ren, and Daniel Craig plays a hillbilly. James Bond. Yeah.
All right.
So it's worth seeing.
Okay.
But Geostorm should have been on whatever list you just were
Maybe
looking at.
Geostorm was so bad it wasn't
People
even worth
forgot
it.
about it.
Possible Yahoo Movies didn't even see it or financed it. One of the two.
Another superhero movie that is coming out in 2018 that I'd forgotten, the one I was trying to remember was New Mutants. And MJ, you might like this one actually, because even though the New Mutants is set in the X-Men universe, that is got very little to do with the X-Men, and it's going to be they call a straight up horror movie.
Ooh.
And I saw the trailer for it, and it looks super super creepy.
All right, you got my attention.
The Incredibles 2 also. is next year.
Incredibles, that's another one I wanted to talk about.
And Venom.
Now, The Incredibles Part 2 is a sequel from a movie that came out, 10 years ago?
The Incredibles is awesome.
Yeah, at least
Maybe 10,
years
11,
ago.
12 years ago?
I'm not
Long
sure what
time
year it came
ago.
out. It was 2007, 2006, something like that.
So let me tell you the interesting thing about Incredibles 2. The opening scene in Incredibles 2 is the last scene of Incredibles 1. In other words,
So the actors, they didn't really age.
0 time has elapsed.
Okay.
0 time. You know, the end of Incredibles 1, the guy comes up, he's like, I'm the Underminer.
Sure.
Nothing is beneath me. You know, the Incredibles 2, the opening scene of the movie is them fighting him. So 0 time has elapsed when Incredibles 2 comes out. I think that's really interesting. But in real life, it's been like 15 years or whatever.
Seriously, it's been
Yeah,
It came out in
wild.
2004, so
And Craig T.
Jeez.
Nelson's got to be, nearly dead.
yeah, right. He's gonna, I'm Mr. Incredible. Spider-Man's getting another movie, an animated movie, and this one's called Into the Spider-Verse, and it doesn't star Peter Parker as Spider-Man. It stars Miles Morales, the half black, half Hispanic Spider-Man, who's a teenager, and that'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Venom, starring Tom Hardy, is coming out this year.
That seems like such a bad idea.
Batman by Gotham by Gaslight, that one I told you, steampunk Batman.
Oh yeah.
That'll be out later this
That
year.
might be cool.
Disney bought Fox.
Yes.
Spider-Man is a Sony?
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Correct. Yep.
So Venom is still going to be happening.
Venom is happening, and he's not, according to anybody, he's not related to anything in the Spider-Man universe. Tom
Sure,
Holland is not going to be in it. Whatever.
Why would he be?
X-Men: The Dark Phoenix is supposed to come out on November 2nd, which is a sequel to the current X-Men things. Hopefully Disney will put an end to that because those have been terrible. Aquaman getting his own movie in December. Suicide Squad.
Bell's going to be excited about Aquaman.
Oh yeah,
Because Jason Momoa is,
he's a handsome man.
reminds her of me.
Suicide
bit.
Squad Part 2. I can't understand, but that's supposed to come out.
Why didn't that fall so hard on its face?
It made money.
It-
It made money
It got-
overseas.
But just because of the chick character,
we'll see.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, because all the bitches wanted to dress like her at Halloween. That's all I know. Haley Quinn,
But that's all
Harley
they care
Quinn.
about. They sold
Haley
enough
Quinn.
Halloween.
I don't know.
Good old Haley
But what I'm
Quinn.
saying is, everybody else is like, "Oh, that sucked." Like the dude sucked.
And then the Death of Superman, I think, might be maybe an animated film. Is supposed to come out. And then the Flash, the character Flash from Justice League, is getting his own movie called Flashpoint. And this is actually a really interesting story where, the Flash becomes a superhero because his mom was killed and blah, 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 blah. Well, in this storyline, he runs back in time. He runs so fast, he goes back and he changes time. But it not only changes and brings his mother back to life, but it changes everything in the DC universe. And it, Batman, his parents never died, so Bruce Wayne's not Batman, but Bruce Wayne's dad is Batman, but he's sort of an evil Batman, like a kind of a kick-ass, not afraid to kill Batman, and everything's all fucked up. So
they're-
Flashpoint should be pretty cool.
There's the Flash TV show,
Yeah.
and they've already done the Flashpoint season. So
That's right. You're right.
I don't know why
But it'll be a completely different thing.
DC for God's sake.
So yeah, the 15 superhero movies right there. I think 2018 is the year of the nerd, or of the super cool, handsome guy who just happens to like superhero movies.
You're the super cool, handsome guy who just likes superhero movies. You're that. All right. So, Sticky,
Oh, yeah.
I am excited to know what song you have chosen.
Well, my favorite thing that came out in 2017 music wise was Greta Van Fleet, and I actually played them just a few weeks ago on the show. So I'm going to play a different song by them. They had an EP came out earlier this year, and their full record just came out last month. They're they're young kids. They're three brothers.
Yep.
They're all like 12 years old. The lead singer sounds exactly like fucking Robert Plant, and I got no problem with that at all. I think it's awesome.
And if you've ever heard fucking Robert Plant, it's very grunty and squealy.
Every time you fuck him, it's like very, very high pitched.
You know, you did play this for us for a few weeks ago, and I loved it so much. And then I'll be damned if Earl wasn't like, "Have you seen that?" I don't, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, Sticky was ahead of me on one.
I mean, he was. He got us on this one, and they're good. So, which song are you playing then by them?
This one is called Safari
Which
Song.
one's Greta?
The drummer.
Okay.
This one's called Safari Song. It's Greta Van Fleet.
Oh, lady, when you come on down, won't you come on down? I said, my town. Oh, mama, when you come on down, won't you come on down? I said, my home. Oh, lady, won't you move my way? Can't you move my way? I'm getting hazy. Oh, mama, when you give your love, and when you give your love, you drive me crazy. Oh, mama, won't you come and you wake up that love in your heart? Oh, mama, won't you come and say I got that love in your heart? Oh, mama, when you walk this way, why don't you give some love?
Welcome back to MJ and the Boys, you lucky bastards. Sticky, fantastic choice.
Thank you. Greta Van Fleet. Check them out now before they get huge.
And then you'll never see them. You'll be stuck in the nosebleed section like, damn it, I should have listened to Sticky,
That's
but I
right.
could have caught him at the local
If
bar.
you can see them in a little theater now, see them now because they'll be headlining arenas soon.
All right. Well, listen, I'd love to sit here and chit chat with you guys, but one, I'm sick as fuck. Two, I gotta go let this pit bull puppy I'm fostering out before it shits all over the place. And three, we're out of time. So hit us up on Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter?
MySpace,
Those
Twitter.
are the two best ones.
Twitter.
Twitter would be good too.
Twitter is huge. I don't know why Lexington does not get on the Twitter train. No one in Lexington, not even the local news channels. They're like,
I know.
find us on Facebook. It's like, who the fuck?
Because it's 2005.
I mean, it
That's
really
pretty
is.
much,
but
yeah.
no, we are on Twitter because, well, we're current. Thanks, Sean.
Sure.
Have a happy New Year's to everybody. Any resolutions?
No, I
Yeah,
break them.
fuck
I'm
that.
sick of being disappointed by myself. I
Yeah.
do that every day. I'm not setting up a big ass holiday to disappoint myself yet again. So no,
There
no
you go.
resolutions. All right. Well, if you set yours, I hope that you succeed at them, and if you break them, we all do.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. MJ and the Boys. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Ciao,
Bye.
babies.
This is MJ and the Boys. You lucky bastards.